Earth Day, y'all. I'm about to show y'all how I transplant vegetables to my raised bed in my shopping cart. So, of course, since this soil is off the ground, I have to replenish it like every year. So I'm about to show y'all what I use. I got my organic bone meal. I use my fertilizer for tomatoes, vegetables, and herbs, and also worm castings. So I'm gonna just get my bone meal, sprinkle a little bit in there. This soil already has compost, perlite, you know what I'm saying, peat moss, all of the good stuff. I'm just replenishing it a little bit because if I keep using the same soil every year without adding something to it, then the plants might catch a disease. So I'm gonna make sure I'm adding the bone meal for potassium. I got my organic, natural fertilizer. I'm gonna add some in there like that. And then I got my worm castings. Boom. I'm gonna go heavy on the worm castings. Yeah, the whole bag. Then I got my tiller. Bomb. I'm gonna just mix that in real good. Bomb. All right, I got all that soil mixed in. I'm gonna even do a little bit more with my hands. I'm gonna go deep in there and mix that soil all around. And then you gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta get your hands dirty when you're doing it. All right, now that that's all nice and mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and add my herbs to this. So I got some cilantro, got some basil, and I got some rosemary. Boom, so I'm gonna take this out just like this, nice and gentle. I massage the roots. You don't wanna just stick it right in the ground. You massage the roots like this. Helps them, you know, work in the environment a little bit easier. So, boom, I'm gonna put rosemary up top. The reason why I'm putting my herbs in this shopping cart raised bed so I can like push it out the sun if it get too hot in the tent, because herbs don't like too much sun. My basil like over here. That basil out. Massage the roots. Help him fit into his house a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. You don't want to break the roots. Boom. Put that over here like that. The basil smells good. Ah. Ah. And my last thing, that's cilantro. Being a little stubborn. I'm gonna work him out. You don't want to be too aggressive. You got to be gentle when you're dealing with plants like this. See those roots? That's what you call the plant being root bound. When the roots start spinning around like that, that's why I massage it a little bit, just to help them loosen up so they can fit in their environment and go crazy. Boom. So now I got my herbs in there to help prevent from like weeds growing up. I got my mulch, which is basically just wood chips. Put those wood chips all around so that soil will stay nice and warm. And it'll prevent weeds from popping up too. Make sure I'm being careful. Boom, knock that all around. That's basically it. That's how I transplant plants to my raised beds. So as my raised beds over here in my fibrous pots. Because like I said, it's not in the ground. So you gotta constantly replenish the soil with, fertilizers, worm castings, and that bone meal. So I'm gonna do that with all these plants, with all these beds. Gotta take it easy.